Most people think being liked is about looks, money, or being naturally outgoing. But here's the truth. None of that matters as much as psychology. People don't realize it, but our brains are wired to respond to tiny, almost invisible signals. And when you know those signals, you can make almost anyone feel comfortable, valued, and connected to you in minutes. These aren't magic tricks. They're proven psychology hacks. And once you learn them, you'll see relationships at work, school, and even with strangers change fast. One of the simplest and strangest ways to get people to like you is something you've probably already done without thinking. Mirroring. Here's how it works. When you copy someone's body language, tone, or even their energy level, their brain feels a subtle connection. Psychologists call it the chameleon effect. It makes people feel like you get them. But here's the part most people miss. If you overdo it, it feels fake. Imagine someone copying your every move. It's creepy. The trick is to mirror lightly. If they lean forward, you lean in a little. If they're calm and soft-spoken, don't blast them with high-energy chatter. If they cross their legs, wait a bit, then casually do the same. Their subconscious mind picks it up and says, "This person is like me, and we all like people who feel like us." Studies show servers who repeated a customer's order word for word got bigger tips than those who paraphrased. Why? The customer felt understood. Try it in conversation. When someone says, "I had such a stressful week," don't jump to your own story. Mirror them with, "Sounds like it was a tough one. What happened?" That subtle reflection opens them up, and when they feel open with you, they instantly like you more. If mirroring works on the outside, the next trick works on the inside by tapping into the way people feel heard. Everyone has one favorite topic: themselves. It's not arrogance, it's biology. Talking about yourself activates the brain's reward centers, the same ones that light up with food or money. That's why one of the fastest ways to make people like you is to shine the spotlight back on them. Ask genuine questions, then let them talk. But here's the secret. It's not just about asking, it's about following up. If someone says, "I love hiking," don't just reply, "Cool." Ask, "Where's your favorite trail?" Or, "What got you into hiking?" That second question is where the magic happens. It shows real interest, not just small talk. This doesn't mean you never share about yourself. The trick is balance. Share a little, then flip it back. For example, "I tried hiking last year and nearly passed out halfway. How do you keep your energy up on those long trails?" You gave a personal detail, but then you handed the spotlight right back. The result? They leave the conversation thinking you're amazing, even though they did most of the talking, because you made them feel important. Making someone feel important is powerful. But there's an even stranger hack. It's not about what you say, but how you use their name. Think about the last time someone remembered your name after just meeting you. Felt good, right? That's because hearing your own name activates more areas of the brain than almost any other sound. It feels personal. It feels validating. Here's the hack. Use people's names naturally in conversation, not too much. That feels forced, just enough to signal that you see them as an individual. Start right after they introduce themselves. Repeat it. "Nice to meet you, Jordan." During the talk, drop it in where it fits. "That's a great point, Jordan." Or, "How do you feel about this, Jordan?" And when you say goodbye, repeat it one more time. This does two things. First, it makes the other person feel recognized and valued. Second, it actually helps you remember names, which most people struggle with. Forgetting someone's name can feel like rejection. Remembering it makes them feel special. Politicians, salespeople, and great leaders all use this trick. It's subtle, but incredibly powerful. Because at the end of the day, everyone wants to feel seen. And nothing says, "I see you," more than remembering and using their name. So you've mirrored their body language, asked about them, and used their name. Now comes the trick that builds instant trust without saying a word. Here's something most people get wrong. They think listening means staying quiet until it's their turn to talk. But real listening has a psychological hack built into it. The pause. When someone finishes speaking, don't jump in. Wait a beat, nod. Let the silence breathe. Why? Because that pause tells their brain, you actually care about what I said. It gives weight to their words, and often people will keep talking, opening up even more. That's when the real connection happens. Another part of this hack is reflective listening. Instead of planning your next story, repeat back a keyword they used. If they say, work has been exhausting, reply, exhausting. That one word shows you're tuned in, and it invites them to go deeper. Psychologists know this builds trust fast because feeling heard is one of the most basic human needs. Think about it. Who are you drawn to? The friend who always talks about themselves, or the one who makes you feel like your story matters? Exactly. The listening pause is simple, but rare. Use it, and people will feel an instant bond. Listening builds trust. But there's one hack that creates a feeling of closeness faster than almost anything else: sharing small secrets. Most people try to impress others by showing off their strengths, but psychology says the opposite works better. Share a little vulnerability. This is called the pratfall effect. In studies, people liked someone more after they made a small, relatable mistake. Why? Because it made them human. It showed they weren't perfect. You don't need to spill your deepest secrets, just small admissions like saying, I always forget names too, so I write them down. Or, I was so nervous before this presentation. That honesty makes you relatable. And here's the twist. When you admit small flaws, it actually makes your strength stand out more. People think, if they can admit that, they must be confident. The key is balance. Don't dump your problems. Just sprinkle small truths that show you're real. Vulnerability connects faster than perfection ever could. And when you combine vulnerability with warmth, there's one final hack that seals the deal: the smile switch. This one sounds simple, but it's one of the most powerful. Smiling, even a fake smile, triggers the release of feel-good chemicals in your brain. And because of mirror neurons, other people catch it. When you smile, they're more likely to smile back. And when they do, their brain lights up with happiness, and they connect that feeling to you. The trick is in timing. Don't plaster on a grin the whole time. That feels fake. Instead, smile when greeting someone, when they share something meaningful, and when saying goodbye. Those moments matter most. Smiling shows warmth, lowers defenses, and signals friendliness. Combine it with the other hacks: mirroring, spotlight shifting, name echo, listening pause, vulnerability, and you'll create a powerful first impression that lasts. Being liked isn't about being the loudest, smartest, or most impressive person in the room. It's about small psychological signals that make others feel good around you. Mirror their energy so they feel in sync. Shift the spotlight so they feel important. Use their name so they feel seen. Pause and listen so they feel heard. Share small vulnerabilities so they feel close. And smile so they feel warm. These tricks aren't manipulation. They're reminders that, at the core, everyone wants the same thing: to be valued.
And if you want more insights like this, grounded in psychology and stripped of surface-level advice, make sure you subscribe to Psyche Nomad before you go.
The people who give that feeling to others are the ones we call likable. Here's the challenge. Don't try to use all 6 at once. Pick one to focus on this week. Maybe you'll practice using names. Maybe you'll pause a little longer when someone talks. Test it out. See the difference. Because once you start, you'll notice something. People lean in more, open up faster, and trust you quicker. And soon, you won't just be liked, you'll be remembered.